Good morning. So, I'd like to talk briefly this morning about change. I know we've talked about change before. It seems pretty relevant right now because it snowed last night, as you can see, and Maddie is all happy because she loves the snow. And in 48 hours, the weather prediction is that it's going to be 70 degrees. Right, so from 20 something and snow to 70 degrees in 48 hours. And that's sometimes how life feels. Where we think we know what's going on, we kind of got a gauge, we've got the right clothes prepared, we're geared up, we're totally in sync with what's happening, and then everything can change in an instant, in a day, a breath. I don't know necessarily how to be prepared for that. I don't know if there is any preparation for that. I think it's really more about like getting on an amusement park ride, one of those carnival rides that you sit in a car and you go into a dark trailer that's supposed to be like a haunted house. And you really can't see anything and you have no idea what to expect. I mean, you figure, okay, something's going to jump out at me. There's going to be some scary images. There might be some scary sounds. You can sort of prepare. You don't really actually know what it's going to feel like until something actually does jump out at you, or until you actually see what the images are. And so you can anticipate the change. We know that there are things that are going to happen, and yet we don't actually know how we're going to respond to them until they do. Like last week, I totally misread the weather. It was sunny out, so I was like, oh, all right, I don't need a coat. And I got outside and it was about 18 degrees and I nearly froze my fingers off. But it had been 50 earlier. So I'm just sort of pondering this today, this idea that of course change happens. Of course we know change happens. Change, as they say, is the only constant. And so we can be prepared for a kind of change. We can be prepared for change in a general sense. And there's really no way of knowing how we're actually going to be in that moment of change and in the aftermath of change. So I guess the lesson I'm getting right now is love the moment, cherish the moment, be in the moment, with the awareness that change will happen. And to not judge that as change will happen and it's going to suck, or change will happen and it's going to be so much better, or change will happen and everything will be okay, or change will happen and the world will end. None of those predictions help me. They don't help me get through the moments. These moments, the moments before the change. So this morning I put on socks and boots and gloves and I was totally well prepared for the snow. And I'll keep looking at the weather, the predictions, and see if the change that they're saying is coming actually will. And in my life, I will cherish these moments with Maddie and be in each moment. And also somewhere in the back of my head, the back of my brain, I'll be preparing for change. Certainly not knowing how that change will manifest or what I will be like in the moment of change. Have a good Sunday. If it's chilly where you are, bundle up. And Maddie and I send you a lot of love today.